On our next stop, you'll experience the sights and sounds of catching feisty smallmouth bass from a popular foothill reservoir.
I fished all the way out at that point, out in 40 coming up, and we came all the way uphill to these rocks here. There's one on the drop shot. Oh, that's a nice fat smallmouth. Nice chunk. It's low light, partly cloudy, early in the morning, and we're just cruising around trying to find where these fish are using. We started way out deep, worked our way up shallow. Looks like they're using about 10 to 15 foot zone. So we're gonna cruise around and see if we can catch more.
Now Bub caught his fish on a drop shot. A drop shot is where you have the hook and worm above with the leader line and your weight below. A drop shot is widely known as a finesse rig, fishing it super slow and catching those less active and larger fish. But today, the fish want it a little more aggressively. So Bub is fishing a reaction drop shot. He's casting it out there. The weight hits the bottom, he's pausing for a moment, then he's shaking that rod tip, giving the worm a very lively action. The fish just can't seem to resist it today.
Oh, I missed him.
Sunny, calm days seem perfect for fishing,
I see one.
but maybe not so perfect for catching.
Got my worm. I can't believe this. I've set the hook on this fish 5 times and missed him all 5 times. He's got my bait every time.
It's not as easy as it looks, but then...
Not a bad fish. He came on the tube, another little male. And they're up here in the back of this boulders. We switched from fishing out front on those main points trying to look for fish, and we found them about 10 to 15 feet. So we just kind of took that line down the bank. And once we got in here to these bigger boulders and chunk rock, I went to the tube. Nice little male smallmouth.
Smallmouth are easily the most sporting of the black bass family. They pull and scrap, bronze and beautiful.
There's another one on the drop shot. This is on a robo worm right here, little purple weenie. And for clear water sometimes, people go overkill on their worms. They use a lot of bright and colors they shouldn't. When you're fishing ultra clear water, think watermelons and very clear purples and blues. Those colors will always work best in this crystal clear water.
Anglers here generally release their bass to fight again. It's part of the fun of the game. There's just no quit in these little battlers.
Not bad. When you guys are sight fishing, going down the bank looking for bass, and the big misconception when you hear sight fishing, a lot of anglers, they think bed fishing. That's not the case. When you're cruising down the bank and you're looking for fish because it's clear water, you want to have your trolling motor on about 50%. You want to have your depth finders shut off so they're not ticking and disturbing the fish. You want to have every little thing as stealthy as possible. You visually have to locate the bass and then cast to them to catch them. And a lot of times they're just swimming down the bank 100 miles an hour. And if you make a bad presentation the first time, you're never going to get a second chance at that fish. So keep your trolling motor down on 40 or 50% and always be looking. Keep the sun at your back and try to see them before they see you. Fatty. Probably shouldn't swing them on that light line like that. Wow. And again, now this was a true sight fish. I'm up on the front looking, depth finders are shut off, and I see one cruising. I could see his black tail going down the bank. He was swimming pretty fast. I led him about 5 feet with this little drop shot, and he stopped on it. And it looked like he took off and swam by it like he was going to pass it up, and he actually had my worm. So you really stay stealthy. Look, he's moving up. He's just kind of cruising around, just looking. And a true sight fish. You can do it just like that too.
There's just no quit in these little battlers.
Oh, he come off. He come off right at the boat. Well, not bad. Little nose hook on the little drop shot. We seen one kind of hiding in the shade of a rock on the way down. We just pitched over there with our little light drop shot rig, and he absolutely hammered it. Again, small baits, light weights, as stealthy as you can, as quiet as you can, and try to see them from a long ways away. You'll catch a lot more fish.